Good morning, everybody. This is Kurt H. I am the TheLazyFarmer. I know it's Sunday morning. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but yesterday was the day after 4th of July, and I just wasn't feeling it. And then, yeah, I'm going to blame my daughter. She actually got her computer set back up again, so it's like, you know what? I haven't played video games with my daughter in months, so I ended up playing games with my daughter and finished it off playing Bigfoot. And she's down. She likes the game. So next time we play, I recorded it, so I'll post that up sometime today. But then she said, yeah, the next time she plays, she's gonna be Bigfoot. So we're gonna have some fun. What's up, Ken? How you doing? Just stepped outside because you've got maintenance away in the yard. Oh, okay. All right. So we're back here. Let me change scenes here. Here we go. So we're on NorCal today, guys. So I haven't been here in a long time. This was the first server that I started. And thanks to Kung Fu Beer, who hosts this for me. We all know him. So anyway, thanks for hosting that. And clean my desk off. Jeez. I don't know where all this dust is coming from. I'm only leaving the window on and the whole house fan going. Okay. Anyway, so I restarted the server, and when I first started it, and actually this server's been up for a year. I was just looking at that. About on or about June 6th of last year is when this server went live. So this server's been out there for about a year, and it's actually a very good one. Good one to start on. I mean, if all you have is just the base game and looking for another one and you want to play single player, I recommend this one, honestly. I mean, they're all really good. I mean, AGS is very good. I Oh, excuse me. If you got, and also, you guys, if you can do me a favor and try to get onto AGS, because just last week there was an update. I can sign into it. I do have a member who can't. So, and he says he's fully updated. I'm fully updated. I can sign into it. So if other people can sign into it, then that kind of localizes it to something at his end, and it might also be something as silly as, okay, if you're fully updated, are you actually choosing the AGS map before you try to log in? So, I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be one of those issues like when you figure it out, it's that duh moment. So, all right. Anyway, I'm in Sparks here on this map. Yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. NorCal, been around for a year now, and it's a hidden gem. But if you, like I said, going back to it, man, this is one that I played on a lot. Just because when I first started playing around on Run8, this came out, and this is kind of like where, as a kid, I spent a lot of time in Reno, in this Sparks, Nevada. If you don't know, I mean, that's the Nugget Hotel right there. More hotels and stuff out in there. But yeah, this is Sparks, half it over there. That's the other side, and then of course I can go over the mountains. And I'll tell you right now, you got some steep downhill grades going from the summit down into Roseville. And so if you can handle a long, heavy train on this map, you can handle it anywhere. I'm going to tell you that right now. Cajon. I think Cajon tops out at might be like 3% grade. Tehachapi's got some interesting grades. A lot of twists and turns. Same thing with this though, but I think we gotta hit a couple of spots. I think there's one spot it's like a 5% downhill grade. So, but if you can handle a road train on this map, you can handle it on any map. I'll tell you that right now. So, going back to when I started NorCal, and we ran depot configs. Then I went and looked at all the industries and kind of started messing around with industries. And that's this kind of, for a while, this was my test, my little test bed as I was growing up in Run8. And so changed tags, changed industries. Wanted to make it as easy as possible for people to find things to do. And then I went with the depot configs, which honestly, we all know Depot doesn't even have NorCal anymore. They had NorCal up for a while, got rid of it for Pittsburgh, and then got rid of Pittsburgh for AGS. So, and then and now they don't even have, then they got rid of their public server. So, anyway, that's why I have all my stuff for public servers. People come play on. But there's lots to do. Haven't really done anything with this. It's brand spanking new. It was restarted with the just the configs that came with I'm thinking maybe not. But it's supposed to be just came with it, and that's that's how it is. That's what we're going with. And so I was looking for something to do, and I was thinking about working in this industry, this local down here. I don't know if somebody's already started it, and this is where they stopped. But I'm going to spend my day. I'm going to clean this up. It looks like we got a large. This is all outbound stuff. Everything there would go to Roseville. I can probably push back and grab those. So I'm thinking we're going to do that. I think we're going to grab what we can out of this area, try to build a train in the 2 hours, and start taking that train over the mountain. Now, as I say that, I want to look at, of course I don't have it up on the screen. I didn't, where's my receiving yard? There it is. So the Davis yard, they did not build it right. It's really strange how I was looking at some more modern pictures of the Roseville yard, and the receiving yard, because I was trying to figure out how they're getting trains from the east and the west without like going through the departure yards and stuff. The receiving yard is right next to the bowl, and how you have the drill tracks for when you trim the bowl. Well, that's what they have. They've got drill tracks for the receiving yard, and they'll pull the string of cars out of the receiving yard and then push them up over the hump. So it's kind of a unique, and I kind of wish that they had built, because it would have been a unique hump yard if they had built it as it is today. I mean, that's really unique. So MP15, you know what? I'm thinking. I'm really looking around. I don't know if it got restarted. This is a save game, so all these trains are here from the save game. So its restart would have been the industries. Let's see if I can get it without crashing everything here. This will tell me. Yeah. VVC. Okay, so all the industries are the configs as they came out. These cars and stuff are just left over from. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna start working here on Roseville, and let's go grab on my. I'm trying to think of where I want to start. I can start easily. Grab used cars and then push back, grab those, and push around, grab these, and then go. We'll figure it out. Let's take a look. Anybody? We got no messes anywhere. Usually whenever I start this brand spanking new out of the box, right here at Immigrant Gap, there's usually a massive problem right here. But either that or so I think, well, Ken said he got on here. Maybe he cleaned up a problem up there. But we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. What kind of shenanigans we can get into. And I just need to pull forward a little bit. Right, everything seems to be working. Okay, good. Actually, let me think. Okay, this is Sparks. You don't belong here, Buford. What is... Let me go back and get the rest of the train, because receiving yard is... Shortest track is 5,900 feet. Which, that's not right either in today's version of the receiving yard, but why they made it the way they did, I don't know. What's up, CSX? How you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. So, looking for some new horror games. Outstanding. Well, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Alright, let's see. Let's look at, yeah, those. I'm just going to do the F7 cheat on this. I think. Alright, what's my train length? 2,800? Yes, not much. Look at what's the longest track I have in Sparks. Got it. Okay. I think we got enough with what's sitting in the yard. I think we got enough to make a road train. I'm going to pull this out of here though. I don't know, this is bugging me. I don't know where SP Bob is. This is his neck of the woods too. He'd be happy that I'm out here doing this. Oh, good. Okay, I was looking at the stream. Like the chat is a little bit slow today. I got it got CSX. It got your chat got your first, not your first, but your second one. Interesting. So it's in the name, guys. Lazy Farmer Simulations. Something I've gone back to Flight Simulator, and I was about ready to pull the trigger on FS, the new one, 2024, and I'm not feeling it yet. There's a lot of people that stream stuff. That's good. But then I have read and watched a lot of videos from real pilots, and they're still doing stuff from 2020, and they haven't migrated to 2024 yet. Actually, I'm going to use Bell. My excuse is this is a Bells only area. But then you guys know me, I play so casual half the time I don't even use the bell or the horn. But anyway, going back to Flight Simulator. So I've been playing. I'm revisiting that again, and so I am going to stay with 2020 probably for about another year. I know there's some major updates. One of the biggest reasons is I have the Phoenix A320 family, the 319 and the 321, and that apparently hasn't migrated well over to Microsoft's 2024, which is what I mean. And I'm looking at dates too when people are complaining about this, and some of them are as recent as a month ago. So they still haven't migrated. But then I did see something that Phoenix just came out with a couple of major updates, and Flight Sim came out with some major updates. But there's some things like GSX isn't mating very well. If you don't know what GSX is, that's the ground services. I mean, that's actually a really cool third-party utility. It adds a lot of life around your plane. Catering services coming and bringing food to your plane. Fuel trucks coming and filling up your plane. Passengers actually walking onto your plane. And then just your ground services talking to you and everything. A lot of things that I guess they tried to bring into 2024. The one I'm having trouble getting started again was A Pilot's Life. I don't know where my serial number is for that. So what's up, Ruffles? How you doing? Just really comment on the same for me. FS 2024. I have been so many complaints on 2024. I'm still on 2020 and not. I'm interested in it. Okay, Ruffles. Let me make it clear. I am interested in it. But here's the thing. Here's the truth of things. It's a Microsoft product. Okay, the day that they released, you knew it was going to be broken. So that's just Microsoft. Okay, and then when they always come out with an update, then they got to come out with an update to fix the update. That's why I never update my Windows on a Tuesday, because that's when their updates release, is on Tuesday. I wait until Thursday or Friday because they always have an update to fix something that they broke in the update on Tuesday. So I might as well just wait till Thursday and get the good one. So, but I'm having fun with it. I mean, I'm going back. I mean, there's nothing wrong with 2020. It just takes a long time for it to load up. So but yeah, I run GSX on there. I run what else? I mean, Pilot's Life. I'm trying to get that going again. Burns a lot. How you doing? Hey, good morning. Just purchased Run8 yesterday, so I spent yesterday watching your scenarios, learning a lot. Very first train sim, long time sim racer. Nice. That was something else too. I used to do NASCAR a long time ago, and now they got. I gotta go flip that switch. So Burns, I'm gonna tell you, jump in on a server, dude. If you just bought Run8, then SRS is where you want to go. They've partnered with us. We don't require we do not require checkout rides. And so, and honestly, there's nothing you can do that will hurt the server. I mean, even if trains disappear, we can help you get the trains back. And we teach. You know, we're definitely a teaching group, and there's a lot of people on over there too. What they do, Ruffles, and and that's one thing with Run8. You're gonna see with Run8, they don't ever announce that, hey, we've got a new one we got a new update coming. They all of a sudden you wake up one morning and there it is. Yeah, it's been a while. You're right, Mother. How you doing? Welcome back. But anyway, why am I going so slow here? Let's notch it up a little bit. 3%, 0.3% uphill grade here. Yep, that'd be wide. That's enough. Let me see. Where am I coming out? I'm coming out there. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to grab head end out, and then we'll take a look and see which cut which cut of cars we're going to back into. I think we might have enough to build a train, and then we're going to take that over the mountain. Get some cars out. Just get these things out of here. Best way to do it. So, but Ruffles, going back to what you were saying, yeah, so true. It seems like all games are released with bugs. What they do is they announce, we're releasing this, and then they have to meet that. And you know who to blame is? Us. When are you going to come out with a new version? And I hear it in Run8 all the time. You know, we haven't had an update for 6 months. What's new? Well, we just got one. Last week we got a brand new car pack. You know, and I mean, and I'll tell you, there's a couple of tankers in that new car pack that I really like. So what's up, Ken? Did you get to take care of that maintenance away issue that you had in your yard? Did you fix that out here? Let's put it this way. It's been so long since I've been on the NorCal server. I think the last time I was on it, the order builder hadn't even come out yet. So, thank you, sir. Are you done? Messing around with MOW? No, you're not in Discord yet. Then why are you in here talking? Get back to work. Take care of that MOW stuff. But no, and that's and the thing with with Run8 is they keep everything very close. They don't announce anything. It just all of a sudden it just shows up. And I know that we have AGS Phase 1 came out at the end of last year. I'm hoping that Phase 2, and there is a Phase 2 coming, that will come out at the end of this year. It seems like it takes them about a year to come up with a new DLC. And then a conversation that I had, this DLC right here, Roseville, they are working on a way to connect this to Southern California. And part of it is, and I'm thinking very simplistically on this, that there's a region piece. Okay, this might be region 1. Let's call this region 5. And SoCal might be region 1 because it was the first one. And it might be, to me, it just seems like it's simple. Well, redo Roseville, make some fixes, especially to the hump yard in Roseville, but fix some things in Roseville and then renumber it as region 1, and you can here's a new DLC and it's now part of Southern California. But they got to add Modesto, to Fresno. No, sorry, they got Fresno Modesto was the last DLC for SoCal, and they need to go from Modesto to Stockton, and they are working on that. In fact, that was the intention when they released um, that DLC. It was going to be Fresno to Stockton, and they realized Stockton was so big as far as things to do that it's going to be the Southern California of the Central Valley. So, hey Quincy. So, I'm going with somebody reputable that said that. I'm just saying, not to be rude to you, but it was somebody that a conversation, I can't say who, but a conversation that right now it cannot mate with Southern California, but they need to fix it. I mean, like I said, there's so many things that they need to fix on this DLC. Things that, I mean, but who am I to say what they need to fix? So, but there's some things coming. But we got a new car pack. I should drop the cars in so you guys could see it. You know, I'm going to do that. Let's stop right here. I'm talking about it. I might as well drop them in. Let's bring this train to a stop. That's what you're not wrong, Quincy. You are not wrong. When this came out, okay, great. We got a new car pack, but when this one released, I thought at the very whoops crap, I did it again. I literally thought that Seiko to Global part, that gap would be one of the things that they would release along with it, you know, and to fix that. And I was looking at all the files when I was doing the update, and there were some files I was like, oh, maybe they did fix it, you know, and no, it's not fixed. But yeah, and with the gaps that Quincy's talking about, it means Seiko de Gobel and Streeter are the two biggest ones, okay? Because right now I can spawn on the SoCal map, I can spawn a UP train inside the Alameda corridor, but then it just goes off the map at Global. I want to get these reversed. And then, so I got to create another spawn point at Seiko, you know, and have trains spawn there just to simulate that there's no gap. But the truth is, there's like a 60-mile gap right there. Okay. Oh. I got to, hold on a second here. I got to change that screen. What is that doing there? Oops, I forgot to change that one. Hang on. I got to take care of something here. I'm not going anywhere. I just got to do something. If it will let me. Okay. I'm back. Had to put a password in. It does. Hey, Beer, how you doing? Okay, well, you know what? If there's a bag of breakfast burritos left on your break room table, you know it's not Quincy because you would actually find those in the bathroom. That's where he would forget them. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see if I can find this thing. Freight cars. I want to do tank cars. And, these two. I like these. I have to work these into the industry. How you? Yeah, I got my coffee. I hope you got yours. In fact, I'm almost ready for another cup. I actually like this, but especially this one here, the one from Praxair. It well, okay, so I don't have. I mean, I issued a new config, and I got to work the industry so I can add these. So, but not yet. They got. I mean, they've got some MOW cars now, mother. And I actually had those worked into the config. But I restarted. I mean, thank you to Beer, but I gave him the new files to restart this as if it was brand spanking new out of the box. No depot configs, nothing. Um, that's yeah, the sliders, yeah, and there was supposed to be a fix in the sliders because that's in this latest update that when you go to add trains, I'm on a server, I can't show you guys, but when you add a train, say you build using whether you use order builder or do it yourself and you save that file, every time you added a new file, it reset all the sliders. Apparently that part's been fixed now. Um, the sliders do need to go, or do something better with them. Maybe like put a little percentage of what's the percentage of that particular train showing up. New train crew tampers, gravel movers, and that'd be nice. I mean, they don't have to do anything. Honestly, they don't have to do anything. Just to have something. But there's so much. I mean, what else do we get? Let's see. Let's clear that one. Open hoppers. The two new GB7s right here. Oh yeah, I know. Shut up. So, whoa, that's my mouse. So anyway, I got these two new hoppers here. One from BNSF, the other one UP. But this is the new thing here. Look at it loaded. We got a cover on there now. Reminds me of Farm Sim. But it's supposed to be with a cottonseed hoppers. But I guess you could use them for anything. But yeah, that's something that's new. And let's see, what was the other ones? Oh, new box cars. And let's see. Yeah, were they the 60 foots? I think they were the 60 footers. I think it's these two right here. Yep, it's these two. The two new box cars. And I don't know. I mean, the fact that we got a Ferromex. I have to go into the Discord, into the enhancement Discord and go get a Ferromex livery. And for the love of Jesus and all that's holy, no more of those stupid 5,300 foot spawn points. I hate them. Yeah, right. Yes, and some of the auto routing is still routing trains against one another by not completing. You know, and the thing about it is, they did it right with Savannah. Okay, when Savannah came out, part of the update on that one for Savannah was that they moved spawn points. And that's the biggest thing that goes on here is that when they drop in or you add a new DLC, the spawn points don't move. And so you'll end up with trains facing each other, little cornfield meets, and okay, what do we do now? So leaving you with your backing a train up or deleting it. But yeah, no, I mean let's make some realistic trains. Let's see. And yes, auto routing is still routing trains against one another. Upton sighting on Fitz comes to mind. Yeah, I've been non-stop asking for slugs in the. Yes, slugs would be. I mean, come on. Now let's put it this way. I've been saying all along. I mean, when they started Run 8, it was supposed to be 1995 to 2005 era of railroading. I think that's out the window already. They've taken enough liberties that they can't say that they're still doing that. But here's the other thing. I like the fact that they gave us these, but they're too pretty. I'd rather see, if you're going to give us Ferromex, anything that comes out needs to be a little bit weathered, to be honest with you. I mean, you see every once in a while, you might see a brand new boxcar, a brand new locomotive, but for the most part, what are you going to see? You're going to see stuff that's weathered. It's got graffiti all over it. Whoa. But don't get me wrong, I appreciate the new stuff. I really do. But that's the new stuff. That's the pack that just came out last week. I don't need to go into it. There's a lot of people have already done. More details on that. Yeah, dirty them up. I mean, like this. Look how nice and shiny this is. Let's, And you know what? If anything, we'll go back to sliders. Give us a slider on these things where you can go and maybe adjust the level to going from nice and purdy to something that's weathered, and then your final stop would be extremely weathered and graffitied. But then all those things that we asked for would put more of a load on the processors, and and I think that's where they've kind of locked themselves in. They're kind of stuck with. They're just kind of stuck. Now we're getting into the realm of we need like version 4. But even here at version 3, with everything they've done, can you name one other? Give me a name of another train sim that's better than this. Just last week, as a matter of fact, there's a guy that came out on YouTube, and of course, Run 8 wasn't in his mix, but he was like talking about all the different train simulators and here in 2025, and Quincy's favorite train sim world. What's up, Groot? How you doing, Sean? Look where I'm at, Sean. I'm on NorCal. I made it. Let's see. Licensing makes it that they can't dirty things up as it's the company's decision in the end. Really? Okay. I think it was sliders when they decide to spawn a 4-car supply train, and that bug has, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that, honestly, Order Builder, they need to, if they ever come out with version 4, Order Builder, or what Order Builder is right now, that's they need to incorporate that into Run8 because, and I'm using an older version. They came out with a new one, and I'm not really liking the new one. But I like Order Builder because I can actually go in and say, and move. Once again, we're using their sliders, but I can move some things around in there and come up with a train, a string of cars for all my industries, and then I can, move sliders around and come up with an appropriate train that will actually fit into my yard. I've never been happy with the way auto spawns supply trains in. Oh, I know. I love the SP MP15s because I think they're the only one that has the Mars light in it that works. I'm an SP guy. I love it. I mean, I miss SP. And then of course Groot, he's over here looking at this, going, "Yeah, I still want to move there." All right, do I got anybody coming? It's my model rail. I do have somebody coming. I got an Amtrak coming, but it's my model railroad. I can do what I want. That's something that I think you had mentioned that they were going to cut. They were trying to do that a long time ago. That there was something about scheduling trains, which would actually, you combine that with something like Order Builder. Where am I at? I'm down, coming out of here. Oh, here's the other thing I wish. This is what I wish they would get rid of, right here. Watch this. Really? If I'm, I know we're not supposed to walk down the gauge, but honestly, if I'm in the gauge, I need to stay here, not down in a ditch. All right, we're gonna go out this way. Well, that doesn't go anywhere, and that's not going to be long enough. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I got the notification. Thank you, but you're not showing up above. Interesting. So, things to work on. But thank you very much, man. I appreciate the love. Oh, there it is. Took a little time for you to get up there. Appreciate that. I'm online right now. Well, I've honestly, for you, Groot, I've been playing a lot with Flight Sim lately. That, and then my daughter finally got her computer set back up again, so I've been, in fact, yesterday was the first day I got to play video games with my daughter. Wow, this is a full yard. Let's see, where do I want? I might have to put it down this track right here. Or actually, nope. I know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go right onto. Oh, I can't. I got locomotives sitting there. Somebody put locomotives on that train. Why? And I think that might go on this one right here then. There's so much. Yeah, no. Ken was. He messaged. He's out mowing his yard. So, cause I normally do mine on Saturday mornings, but Saturday was the day after honestly, it was at the day after 4th of July. I was going to say Thanksgiving for some reason. Day after 4th of July, I wasn't feeling it. Let's just say I wasn't feeling it, and then my daughter sent me a message, and she's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" And then she sent me a picture of her. Why was this switch left like this on the main? That's what I was looking at too. Let's unlock both of those. I think I can flip those. Yep. So somebody left switches not lined. The pen route is set up to be, it could be. I had to think about peen route. What are you talking about, peen route? But that was a Quincyism. Well, you're not in here harassing me either. I'm in Discord right now. I'm waiting for FS beer. I'm tired now. I'm waiting for FS24 to get fixed and all the little add-ons. And namely, it's like because I've got the Phoenix family, the A3 family, and they don't right now. That's not, even though they just had a major update, people are still saying it's not playing quite right with 24. So I'm waiting for that to get fixed. There's just so much. I mean, I know they had like a major update. That was auto. I wasn't blaming you, Ken. But now that you spoke up, I'm thinking it was you. I think I can use that one, then I can push back into the yard. Amtrak's on the other one. Okay, first question on the interviews for auto. How much can you drink before you pass out? Because that's a requirement for auto. I know you've been flying DCS. Hey, you know what comes today? I gotta double check, see if it's actually gonna show up today or show up to tomorrow. I did it. I pulled the trigger. I've got, what's up, trucking? I pulled the trigger. My captain's pack from Thrustmaster for the Airbus comes today. Supposed to. Yeah, it still says arriving today. But it's not saying out for delivery. It's still early in the morning yet, but because of the holiday, I'm actually not really expecting it until tomorrow. But if it shows up today, but I've done good. I mean, I've been watching. There's a, I don't know if Ken, if you watched that video that I gave you, but I found this guy is a real Airbus pilot, and he's really good. I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and my takeoffs are, well, they're picture perfect. It's the landings that are, you don't want to fly with me. I'm just saying. I mean, you'll walk away from the landing. I flew into Vegas. I flew out of Sacramento to Vegas. Everything was perfect until I got to Vegas, and I just still missed some of the settings on the flight management console. And well, we walked away from the plane. Did you know you can land a plane on the strip? I'm just saying. I mean, we had door-to-door service. You know, Sacramento to Luxor. Pulled up right there at the Pyramid Building. You know, just, you know, just saying. Oh, I should start the countdown on this one a little bit later. You know what? Well, I do. I mean, that's why I watch this one guy's videos. Because he, like I said, there was one guy I was watching, and he seems pretty knowledgeable, and I thought he was a real pilot. But no, it turned out that he's just been playing Flight Simulator since like the original one. So not only is he dating his age, about my age, but then I found this other guy who's an actual Airbus pilot, and that's the guy that I've been watching. Let's see where we're going. How we doing? So I need to pull all this out. That's why I'm going out on the main. I think that's what this track here is meant to be for, but what I've got too many cars, so. Oh, on this one? No. The Reno station. Here's the trench. And somewhere on did they model it? Maybe they didn't model it. I thought they did. But the Reno station is, I could have swore maybe it's, well, they got the plat. Oh, I went right past it. There's the Reno station right there. So that's all model. That's exactly pretty close to what it looks like when I come into Reno. And my son's moving to Sparks. So my daughter was living in Sparks and moved away, and she's back in Cali. My son's leaving Cali, going to Sparks. Let's get some more. So I now have a reason to go to Sparks, and I will do it. In fact, probably in like maybe 2 weeks. I'm gonna go stay in this hotel on this side, looking down on this yard here. My daughter had to put up with me because we came and pulled into the hotel, and I was sitting over here in the bushes taking pictures. But you really can't see much from there. But I want to get up in this side of the tower and look down on the yard of the Nugget Hotel. I know you have. V1 is good, but I like Flight Set. Yeah, the guy I walked didn't really want to mention his name, but that's. I mean, not because I don't like the guy. He's good. It's just that I'm not getting paid for it. But no, it's the guy that I've been watching is 320. I sent a link. Let me go pull it up. Here it is. 320 Sim Pilot is the guy who's an actual Airbus driver. I said between, well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They had Liberty's mother. I mean, it's like it was supposed to be 1995 to 2005. It's supposed to be the era somewhere in there, but they're adding things. Well, they're just adding things. We're just gonna let it go at that, and that's okay. I mean, I'm okay with that, to be honest with you. But let's not use that excuse to not build things right, hence the Roseville yard. I mean, if you look it up and pictures of what the Roseville hump yard looks now, I mean, it had me confused until I realized that the receiving yard is right next to the bowl, and they're using drill tracks. I'm like, that would be unique. So if the Reno Trench is there, is the run around track at Donner Pass still there or removed? No, see, that's the thing. Because Donner Pass, all that, especially up in Truckee, Truckee's gone. I mean, the yard and everything in Run 8 is here, and I'm glad it's here. But in real life, when you get up there, I was like kind of excited. I was gonna get off the train and go look around up in Truckee, and I love Truckee to death. Spent a lot of time, especially when I was in the Scouts up in that area. But yeah, I mean, now it's gone, and It's a big yuppified mall now. See, this is why that just bothers me. All right, do I want to go down that track? No, don't want to go down that track. I'm going to go do what was my original plan. All right, we should be good. Ooh. I did blow the horn. You guys just couldn't hear it. It is. It really is. I mean, yeah, no, it really is. I mean, it's in Spark. I mean, anywhere between Sparks. I mean, coming down out of the mountains, down into Sparks, taking the train. There's I don't know what kind of a place it is, but there are all kinds of women out there, like sunbathing, stark naked sunbathing, and yeah, it's like, hello, thank you, welcome to Sparks. I'll jump up when I get done with this. I'll jump up there. We'll look at Truckee. I mean, they didn't have much. They had MOW. They had some industries up there. Um, but yeah, my last train trip, I was like I said. I mean, that's all gone. It's all ripped up now, except for the MOW tracks. Everything's all ripped up. I'm gonna have to pull these cars off and put them on this. Whoa! I'm not even paying attention. I mean, it was track speed, 15. Well, actually, no. My rail driver says it's 50 miles an hour inside this yard here. Oh, that's because my locomotives are on the main. But I mean, I do try to follow 10 miles an hour inside in the yards. It's just 0.5% downhill grade. The grade right out of Truckee handling west is brutal. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you come out if you can handle a road train from Sparks to Roseville on this DLC, you can handle it anywhere. What's up, Ricky Bobby? Right? It's alright, I forgive you. Let's use some dynamics on this. Actually, that was I'm getting a little bit of flutter in the imaging right here. It was like, oh yeah, it's kind of nice when you see the straps fluttering like that, like they do in real life. Oh my God, Ken is in. He made it in. He got done with the MOW. Is he here in the? He is in here. Hang on, hang on. Let me make sure everything is on. Morning, Ken. Oh, same thing. You got MOW taken care of? Good. You're a little bit low. Hang on. Turn you up in Discord.
Is that better?
Oh, there. No, I had your volume way down for some reason.
Well,
Yep.
see how you are.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So yeah, the big issue I walked into on NorCal was the train that's sitting down here that had all that inbound traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Was sprawled across both mains at at West Sparks,
Ah.
and then he had an auto rack behind that one, intermodal on track one, and then both next to the near the auto yard there, he had two intermodals sitting facing the other way. So I put the train that had all the, um, I guess, outbound traffic that I don't even know why the train went up here, but it did.
Ricky, you
Yeah,
just
that
missed.
was.
I was just showing the cars. Sorry to interrupt, Ken. Yeah, I was just showing the cars. I should have just left them out. I got rid of them. I should, I'm going to put them back out again so you can see. I mean, there's supposed to be some fixes to the interface, especially with the sliders. Um, that jury's still out. But when I get this train pushed in, I'll drop the cars in again so you guys can see what they were. But I like the tankers for the new pack. I really do. Um, the Argon. I just don't know where I'm gonna, as we start adding them, because I have to go to the industries and add them. Oh, I see Sasquatch. That was fun yesterday playing Bigfoot with the daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So this the train that's here on the other side of your one that you're pushing in on. That's the one I moved into the yard, and then I had to take
gotcha.
the auto rack and run it on the second track in through the yard to get it out of the way so I could get him to move the ones that were out on the main around.
Ooh.
So yeah, he left that switch that way at the West Sparks because
Uh,
he had a couple different intermodals facing that way. So he had to
Morning,
cross the
Nexarian.
one over.
Let's see, get
But
caught up here. We got, let's see, Nexarian just joined. Thanks very much. So, see, okay, now you happy, Groot? Now, Sean's in here. He's been wanting me on NorCal for a while. Here I am, fulfilling the promise. And is he on here playing? No. I'm just saying. All right. Let's go ahead. So, we do have some people that are brand new. They just bought Run8. I told them to get on the SRS.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to you while I was mowing.
Ah, you still got all your fingers and toes?
Yep,
You sure?
sure do.
Okay, you can count that high?
I did go to a local college that stands for ICC, so it's either I can count or I can color.
Okay.
So it's
Let's see. So routes are a mix of areas between 40 years. So like Horseshoe Curve having old Pensy signal bridges on it, which 90% of them were removed in 1993 by Conrail and the rest in early 2000 by NS, but still, yeah, well. Like I said, I mean, they say it's supposed to be this era, but I mean, they're taking so many liberties you can't even say that now. Um, and if that's the case, then for the love of God, fix the receiving. Just fix Roseville because it's not right. That's the part that bugs me about this one. They could have F units. They could have slugs. I wonder. I mean, technically, I mean, how about some steam? I mean, I need to go grab another coffee. But I still, you know what? I mean, it's fun to complain. I think that's just the nature of human is to complain. But it's still the best simulator out there, to be honest with you. And I mean, I have Train Sim World. I mean, it's not even installed. And thank goodness I bought it on sale. I would never recommend that for anybody to purchase. Okay, how much? Well, we're blocking that ladder. All right, what do we got down here? Oh my God, this is a mess. I was going to take a train over the mountain, but I think I really need to.
well, you think? I mean, I fixed a little bit like that reefer car that's sitting out in the middle or at the end of this one track.
Right.
Yeah, it was stopped by the end of your train here. Well, actually, yeah, it was sitting right where your last tanker car is sitting right now, but it was sprawled
Yeah.
across the switch. I don't know. It was an interesting start to the server. And the only thing that wasn't messed up or doesn't look bad is down at Rose Yard.
Well,
So
here's the thing, and I understand what's going on because that's what when I started my stream today, I was looking at everything, and oh, before I forget, I said I was going to drop the cars in, so why don't we do that so we can, as we're talking, we can look at those. All right, so people that just joined, okay, we're starting with these are the two new box cars that we got in this latest pack. So there's those. I'll get up close and personal here in just a moment. And then let me clear that out. And open hoppers. Always gotta find it. Where was it? Oh, no. Was it the open hopper? It was open hoppers, wasn't it?
yeah, open hopper.
Oh, the GB7s. That's what it was.
Yep,
The
GB7.
GB7s. So we'll stick
Uh,
those right there. Oh, I don't like that there. I'll do this like
they
this.
also on the enhancement they have new skins for these Ferromex and GTX that have a little bit of graffiti on them.
Yeah, I knew the enhancements would have something, but what I'm trying to say is let's not
Yeah,
have to go to
an enhancement.
third-party enhancements, which honestly, that leads me to my next thing, is the enhancements are nice, but it just changes the look of a file that you already have. It doesn't add a new car.
Yeah.
Um, so the other one is box car. Oh, tankers.
Yep.
Tank
Tankers.
cars, and it was the Argon. Here we go.
Speaking of argon, argon is used in production of food products, welding, like metal
Well, I
stuff,
knew welding.
a whole bunch of other stuff. I looked it up. I was like, all right, so what industries do we have that would take these cars? So um, we do have some. There are some
Yeah.
industries here.
So I really like. This is my favorite one right here. So
Our next one.
the Praxair. And that one, and I have to admit, I like the Ferromex. Now this is interesting. So let me go back in the free fly. So unloaded and loaded with a cover on it. And I like the Ferromex. I don't know why. I guess it's just because it's new. It's not the same old stuff. Because like the GATX here reminds me of the Golden West services back here. It just like it's just kind of reworked. But this is new. These are new. This is new. So, but I'll leave these here until at the end of the stream. Then I'll delete them. That way I can come back and talk to them as people are joining the stream. Whoa! If I can learn how to fly. And I'm back to
All
Flight
right.
Simulator.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I mean, anything you want, really. I don't have a matrix on this one. I know this yard. I don't know. Mike hasn't been around playing Run8. I think he's burned out on Run8.
Mm.
So, and he got started with, ever since he started his farm sim server, he's been over there. But he's not even doing farming, he's doing construction stuff. I meant to say that to him last night. It's like, hey, you might want to do the construction, you know, there's a construction sim. And
Oh.
that's what he does in real life anyway, so that's what he's about. So, all right, I'm was thinking about trying to build a train because that whole cut that I just brought in was like hiding over here in these industries. I was going to work these industries but it was all left out over here. And there's still cars over here that need to be brought over, but most I can do is maybe like if we can start working, we can work together, or we can do whatever, to start building a like about a 6,000-foot train to get into Roseville. And which I would need to know if that's the actual length of the receiving yard. You have Construction Simulator? Is it any good? Bunch of mining and FS25. Oh, Farm Sim 20. I was talking Flight Sim earlier, so that's what threw me off. Like, Flight Sim 25 has mining? But no, it's Farm Sim. Farm Sim guy. He has got so many videos out right now because he was at FarmCon. And the stuff that's coming for Farming Simulator, I mean, he like uploaded a ton of videos. Oh, wait, you were here, Hank? What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. You don't have to lurk, man. Come say hi. And come back and play, man. We miss you. The Run8 liveries on Discord, Ruffles. It's actually it's called. I'll put or maybe Ken can do it. Put a link up there. It is actually called Run8 Enhancements. I'll let you do that, Ken.
Oh, thank you.
I have lots of hours in it. Interesting. Yeah, I'm in like, because I've been looking at like new stuff. Here's the one my daughter and I are looking at was it Hunt 1896 or whatever, which is kind of like Red Dead Redemption meets a horror game. And then there's speaking of horror games, I got one that's a demo. If you did you ever watch Doctor Who?
Yep, I have.
Okay. You ever see the episode with the Weeping Angels?
Yes.
Okay. This horror game doesn't have Weeping Angels. It has mannequins in it. You are a late night security guard, and you gotta do things around this department store. And these mannequins, if you don't look at them, they follow you.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, and yeah,
Kind
it's
of like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing almost.
it really is, but I mean the creep factor is really good. And I told my daughter about it last night before you got on. It was hilarious. She's like, "Nope, no way in hell, no, no, no." She's like, even going back to what was it? The Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. She goes, that scared me. She goes, that has always scared me to the point that I won't even watch the episode. There's no way I'm playing that. I'm actually thinking about getting back into who was it? So you got some West Colton stuff here too. What's this one? Let me go relinquish my last train. Stop talking and start playing. Let's see, I've got a mix.
I just cut the power off of that one that I brought.
Okay. Yeah, I got enough here to go to, and that's real. Okay, that is supposed to be. That's the old tags for these cars. So I think he got the new configs. He got the base game configs and everything from me, but it was the save game file that got loaded.
Check your,
yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of industry. That's right.
Routing table too, because it was routing BCs up here. You know, like the ILC to BR was up here yesterday morning.
You know what? The traffic file got sent to him, so that should clear itself out. But yeah, because it's the base. I mean, everything's the base game. It's exactly because that's what I did. Is I installed it. I installed Run8 separately in a different file. I put NorCal on that, and then I went and copied the config, the traffic, and the hump config, and sent that to Kung Fu Beer. So that's all from the base game. Everything else is sitting in here though. When he restarted, it restarted with the last saved file, which is fine. And then we'll just it'll give us some work to do. I mean, it'll take some sorting. So it'll give you a lot of things for Sean to do. Sean just wants people to play with. Okay, I'm gonna go pull these locomotives. Actually, yeah, I don't want these. Let's go ahead and start. I don't need all these up, but I'll just start them all up. Whoa! We have handbrakes on? No. Somebody pulled this in left hand. Speaking of ammo, I think these are ammo. No, those are. Oh no, these are MOW cars.
I moved that one back because it was fouling the connection point.
Everything was fouling to you. You're just a foul person.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me get caught up on this. Local yard here just got a few weeks ago. New yard power SD40s, SD60s. Like they need it as a local yard crews here nowadays. Slam their cars at 6 miles an hour. Yeah, no joke, rookie kids. Ha! You know what it is? There's no patience with the younger generation. Listen to me talk. Oh my God.
Hey, old man.
You're right, but the thing about it is that is exactly what my grandmother taught me as a kid and my mom taught me. Both of them was like, patience is a virtue. You need to learn to be patient. And in railroading, I say that. It's hurry up and wait. It's the military. It's hurry up and wait. I think Quincy needs to go and train some of these kids.
He'd probably pull all of his hair out.
By the way, his training is done. He's now running on the Buffalo run for CSX, Quincy. But if you remember Devin that used to be in here, yeah, he's working for CSX now. I just had to throw that out. He didn't want me to say anything. But now it's like his training's all done, so you could say. I'm not going to say it. He was afraid. Wasn't he? He was afraid.
Yes.
He was afraid. Oh, I left the lights on that locomotives back there.
Oh man.
Well, I'm going to connect into it anyway and get those out of the way, and then go find some road power. I'll pray for him. Why pray for him? Why is that not moving? Listen, you work for CSX. Maybe we should pray for you. I think actually with you working for CSX, we're just going to pray for CSX. Okay, that is uncoupled. No handbrakes on that one. None on that one. None on that one. Why are we not moving? Oh, because I'm in reverse like an idiot.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm on my second cup of coffee. Oh yeah, I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm good.
At least this time you managed to actually make it on the server.
Right? Don't even talk about last week. Actually, last week was pretty funny, actually. And what's so weird is that, the way I saved it, I copied, if you save it in a certain way, you save you get the same save game file on your local game that you do from the server, and that's what happened. I got monologuing, and next thing I know, I'm playing. I'm like, oh crap, I'm not even on the server. I'm just playing local. And sometimes it's good to play local. You get in that mood and just like, I just want to play by myself. So yeah, I was actually went to bed after I got off last night. Went and had dinner, and then sat back in the easy chair and planned my flight route for the day. So So Dallas Fort Worth to Sacramento. Make the final leg back. I need to figure out how to find where I didn't I say this for Run8, but I did not do this for a pilot's life. And that was I didn't save the email that has my serial number. And so they say, "Oh, you just go into the loader and you can find your serial number in the loader." No, you can't. They made an update. Now it's not something you can't find. So, but I gotta find I'm trying to find my serial number for that so I can get a pilot's life going. Then I'll start, because I'm actually getting better. It's just the landings, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like I said, I came into Vegas, door-to-door service, Sacramento to Luxor. I pulled up, let everybody get off right there at Luxor, except for one lady. She bitched at me. Freaking Karen. I'm going to Harris. Walk. You're alive. Be happy. No, I'm kidding. Whoa. Slow down, buckaroo.
I'll say, slow down there, old timer.
Well, they were talking about people, coming in, coupling up at 6-7 miles an hour. I'm just trying to, meet that need. All right. I talk crazy about CXX, but on the other hand, they still let me work and pay my bills. Well, but this was like your stomping grounds, wasn't it, Quincy? I think you said they used to go over the mountain here for this yellow brand. Actually, let's open that one up, and then we'll just do a partial.
What are you moving this cut over to that cut?
No, I'm actually pulling this power off, and I'm going to take the cut that I brought in and tie it to the other one. I need to get some road power on that, and then you're going to AI that or start it, at least start going up the mountain with it. I got about 30 minutes left, so maybe we'll just AI it out of here and see if it makes it into Roseville. If it doesn't, oh well. Cars are heading off the map anyway. The earlier days, I'm like, what? Now imagine if you were still working for Union Pacific out here. And then I'd be like, Quincy, man, let me ride with you. And I'd show up, and my first question would be, where are the burritos? All right. Look, I actually put it in forward. That's the other person I haven't seen in a long time either. I haven't seen Jason in a while.
Yeah, or Briscoe.
Well, yeah, Briscoe just it's like I don't think we're gonna see him all that often, or Devin, because they're both on the extra board.
Yeah.
So Devin said maybe once in a while he might pop in. Left on the break room table, right? I know you would. I would actually do like was it that one YouTuber that actually put a camera right on the nose of the locomotive, and as they were going up to, leaving Hobart Yard and heading for Cajon. I would do something like that too. All right, let's see if I can find my way back.
I watched one the other day. He came, R&R had a camera on the front of the locomotive out of Bakersville. Went up over the loop.
Yep, there's that one. But there's I don't know if it's RR. No, it was. What's the other one that? Because you're the one that told me about it. He left the Hobart yard and he did like an extra 30 minutes or something like that. I'm actually just
Oh, the Pentrex one.
the Pentrax, yeah. And that one was actually pretty cool. And it's supposed to be a part two. I don't know where part two is. There we go. Now I can see better. Because part two is supposed to be going up the. Because he did BNSF, and the other one,
Yeah.
our railroad did Union Pacific going over to Tehachapi.
Yep.
So Quincy was right. So if Quincy let me ride with them, I would do going up over the Sierras. And I would set it up on my computer, all kinds of extra hard drives, the whole bit, so I could capture the whole thing. See ya, CSX. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you as always. Okay. Oz, EU, PW. Yeah, see, there's some of these cars. I know OA is Oakland. But I think a lot of these cars, there's actually the hump configuration in Roseville. Should be able to do them. If not, we'll just, like I said, I'll make up a train and have it go off at Elkhorn and they'll be done with it.
Yeah.
You know, we could actually do that. Get some of this power out of here. Make it sparks to West Colton, and just let it go off the map. I'm stopping. I'm looking ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to have to leave this power here. Yeah, let's just block this track. Why not, right? Alright, there we go. Isolate. They gotta get some fuel in here. These things, that one was almost empty. See, now they need like they need a GSX utility like they have in Flight Sim. Call for a fuel truck and have a fuel truck show up and fuel the locomotives up. Or the fuel pad should actually even work too. I can get that cut out of here as well. So that one, this one, and this one. I got 3 cuts of cars I can get out of this yard. And they're going, hey, look, they're going to go to West Colton. So let me pull this power off.
Is that what you want it to be, is SP to West Colton?
I'm thinking. Oh, I left the lights on again. Yeah. Turn the lights off. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking because I have to. I mean, I'm gonna have to go down and take a look at Roseville and see what's going on down there before we start bringing trains in.
Roseville's not bad. It's got a lot of local stuff sitting in it. Not too much.
Well, and the side is though too is do we still have the run through track going through the departure?
Yes.
Which okay, as long as that's still there, and the switches are all aligned like they're supposed to be, we're fine. We can send it to Roseville then, but the train can't be any longer than 6,000 feet, so it can fit into Roseville. But with the amount of cars that we have, if it's longer than 6,000 feet, send it to West Colton.
Okay.
All right. The thing about letting people ride these days, way too many seeing eyeballs on board. Yeah, but you got to get the people that won't like me. I mean, I don't care. Other than obviously you got all the people up in the ivory tower that'd be like, why is this guy riding with you? Okay, but you guys do what you guys got to do. I don't care. Are you coming? Is that what I see? You're already moving?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Got power coming, Georgia.
Alright. I'm gonna,
I
cause
figured three would probably be enough.
yeah, let me
You want
hold, no, well, it all depends on, cause you gotta go up and over the mountain, so,
well, we can put some DPUs on the rear too if we
yeah.
have to.
Hold up there so I can pull these two out of the way, cause you're gonna take these tanks with you as well, too.
Well, I won't be interfering you at all. I'm on the outer track.
Oh yeah, you are on the outer track. I thought you're coming. Okay, I see where you're at. Never mind. Alright, only gonna run one here. Close that off. Take that off. He's running. Alright. Let's see. The F11. Get inside. Yep. Hit the switches. Get back on the ground. Land inside a car.
Sure, why not?
It's a Philadelphia experiment in Sparks. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I did leave the handbrake on. Alright. That should take the stretch force off. Really? There. Now you got a heritage unit with you.
I do have a heritage unit with me.
There, see? I could do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you got the SP heritage unit. I like that one. You grabbed a good one. That's all for all the SP fans that are with me right now. There you go. I wonder if they did the 911 livery, like they for CSX.
Oh. No, I don't think they've done anything like that. The newest one that UP just released was an Abraham Lincoln one, which they just brought to Springfield, Illinois the other day.
Oh, I was talking about in the enhancement Discord.
Oh.
Alrighty. That's good. I'm inside the yard, so I don't need road lights, but I do need lights on because I am moving.
You are moving.
I am moving. Okay, anyone knows trivia question for those who think they know where were the first ditch lights on a locomotive used? In a ditch. It's in the name. I don't know the answer to that one.
I have no idea either.
Well, there was like a wealth of railroad trivia.
Trivia, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. And before I forget, once again, thanks for the sub, BF1B. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And for everybody else out there, if you wouldn't mind doing it, give me a little thumbs up for the like and subscribe and share. And then don't forget to hit that bell to get notified so whenever I go live or new videos. I'm going to start taking some of my other videos, the older ones. Uh-oh. Are you toning auto?
Yeah, I have to get a signal in order to get past it. The switch up here.
First ditch lights used on a locomotive were used in Golden Yard, operated by CP, Canadian Pacific Railroad, helper SD40-2 units. Years later, U.S. started adding them, all units between the late 80s and 90s. Interesting.
And he's not giving me a signal.
You know what? Is he even on?
Yeah, he's on.
Okay.
He responded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did. That's true. Well, that Amtrak is still sitting down there. I don't know what's taking that Amtrak. He's got lights down there, but he's not moving. He's still in that. He's still in that one block.
Oh.
Yeah, so something's going on with the Amtrak down there.
I'll take a look at it. I mean, I was just
Oh,
power out here for you.
yeah, I'm just about to couple. All right, there we go. Get on the ground. Neutral. Shift F5 for the stop. Hit brakes on everything. And might as well couple these up just in case. Go partial. Is this open? No. There we go. Full open on that one. Partial on this one. Full open. We're good. Okay. And we can isolate. There we go. And then relinquish that. All right. And then we go down and take a look at what's going on with the Amtrak.
Oh, I'll go get it.
I'm done. I'm already in the air, man. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Get a bird's eye view of everybody so they can see what it's like. Leaving Sparks, going out to East Halfhead. I'm not sure what's out in this area. If would be benefit for Run8.
Oh yeah, there's some industries out past this way.
Well, I know, but I mean out here, Pat, because it goes off the map here at Halfhead, and okay, he's just sitting here. The cars say none. He's running. It is AI'd. It's spawned.
I'll jump in and get him.
Oh, I'm there right now.
Well, I'm here too.
I'm here. You keep doing what you're doing.
I just moved the. You're supposed to be like getting this train ready to go.
I said I was coming out here to Amtrak. Let's not fight over it. But why? I'm just curious as to why he's not moving though, because he is AI'd.
Are there any switches out here that are thrown against him?
Well, he's not even up near a switch, and he's got a green at this. This is his first light right here, and it's green. He's got a highball, so he should be going. There's nothing. Let me try.
He's not even releasing.
Relinquish. Stop immediately. Holding. It might not be relinquished for you because I already clicked on them. So.
I'm back down over here. So what? That cut. What do you want me to put on?
Well, the one that I put in, and then you got that small little cut of tankers. You can double into those, and then there's that third cut. Yeah, from 3. Those. Yeah. So there's like three tracks that you can empty out, and then I would just think, yeah, I think that's over 6,000 feet. So just send it to West Colton. Yeah, he's not. Something's wrong. Something's bugged with this because. Holding, relinquish, stop immediately. Usually it says relinquishing. Yeah, no, there's something wrong with that train. So, and he's going to stop other trains. I just deleted them.
Okay.
I'm not sure what was up. That was right one, though. The
Oh,
5 would be the California Zephyr coming from Chicago.
yeah. Try spawning it again and see if he comes.
What's this guy doing? Yeah, see, here's this other one. He's not. Oh, this guy was holding because an Amtrak was stuck, and now this guy's moving. Okay. So I'm not sure what was up with that, but that's all right, because... And that's the problem with that spawn point down there. Spawn point needs to be in the sighting. But it's not that long. Well, it's a fairly good. It's a good length of a sighting, so that should be fine. But I'm not moving it. I'm running it as it was set up by the devs before the depot got a hold of it. I wonder if that's part of because of the update. Maybe I should. If a mainline lead locomotive doesn't have ditch lights, what can it do on the main line? Only do on the main line. If it doesn't have ditch lights, oh, there you go. Another trivia question. That's a good. Now we got it in. Let's Google that rule. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, you're getting ready. You're fixing to get ready to pull out. So if a locomotive doesn't have ditch lights, what can it do on the main line? Run backwards. You know, as soon as you write that up, Mother, you're right. No ditch lights. Lead locomotive means crew can only travel at 25 miles an hour restriction. FRA ruling as any faster becomes dangerous. As soon as you put that up there and went, it was, yeah, it's like, I remember hearing that now. All right, 10 miles an hour, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Locked in on slow speed control.
Nice. Let me get rid of, I don't need car tags. Whoops. There we go. Alright, let me get this switch here so you're lined into that and those tankers. Ah, that light's still on. There we go. Relinquish. Yeah, crew interaction needs to be fixed in Run 8 too. Even if it's something like, you know, if I click on a train and you say yes, you're going to, you know, accept me as part of the crew, then I should be able to see the same telemetry you do.
Yeah.
All right, so what am I playing next week? I got so many servers to play on.
Back down to the. Wait. What?
What? Haven't been on
Hobbies.
pit. Haven't been on pits in a long time either.
Yeah, I haven't been on pit either for a little bit.
Yeah, the only DLC that doesn't have a hump yard. Have not been on pits in a long time.
It's been a couple months. We went back there not too long ago.
I'm thinking we need an operating session on the SRS too.
Yeah.
Maybe next week I'll go to the SRS and then I will post something today or tomorrow. Because we got a lot of people that just have the base game, so we'll need to set up. They'll give us a week to set things up, so they can have run a local toward boron, a local going out toward needles, stuff and needles for people to do.
Yeah, that all needs to come in.
All right, you got about 5 cars.
Okay, 5 cars.
4 cars.
4 cars.
2 cars to the switch.
2 cars to the switch.
Last car just cleared the frog, and half a car. All right. Switches are aligned and locked. You can go ahead and back in.
Oh, I see dragon equipment on one of our cars.
Already?
Yellow.
I will.
Yellow center beam just up from the tanks, so second one in from the tanks.
Well, yeah. See, I have those off. The car tags off. All right. Whoa! I can't do anything while you're moving. But yeah, I thought you were waiting for me to fix that.
No, I'll wait till we get connected, then we can worry about fixing it.
All right, Quincy, write them up. Are you in the engine? Are you on the ground or are you in the locomotive?
I'm in the locomotive. I just looked.
Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Crap, I thought you were out here on the ground. That'll do. I gotta find where you're not connected. Here we go. Connected. Let me walk all these. Okay. Open. Partial. Alright, partial. I'm going to the end of the train here. Closed. Okay. How's your airflow?
Airflow's good. Down at 30 right now.
Okay. I gotta find the one that was. Hello. There it is. Alright. Full open. Let's go up to that one car. Still purple. Alright, so it's purple as long as you're moving again. Can you yeah. He's gotta be stopped. Fixed dragging equipment. There it goes. Alright, so that's fixed. Dragging equipment is fixed. You're clear to pull forward. This is the only yard too. Well, I can't say it because I got hit with a a detector. Where was I last week? Oh, AGS. Got hit with a detector.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit with. It wasn't. No, a week before that, I got hit with a detector, which I hadn't been hit with a detector in months. And then, this one, last time I was on here, I made it all the way over the mountains, and with no problems, I come in, and the last car derails as I'm pulling into the yard. Hard trivia question. All American railroads had GP7 locomotives, but Reading Railroad had Jeeps, but called another name because of a code system. What were their GP7s really called? That is a hard one. I have no idea. That would be a Google moment. All right.
Yeah, I got one for you. What were the Illinois Central rebuilds called? Were their GP10s?
All right. There's that. We'll go find that other train. The other cut of cars. I have no idea.
So anything
Let's
that was
see.
IC rebuilt was
Oh.
rebuilt in Paducah. So they were called the Paducah rebuilt. So,
Reading GP7 were known as RS3 units. Where would they get RS3 from?
yeah, because there was actually an RS3 unit that was actually
Okay. You have about 3.5 cars to go. One car. So about half a car. Hey, you're driving like me now.
what? I slowed down and then pulled on in one. So I had to pull all the slack out. And plus 6-7% grade coming out of this yard.
Yeah.
So
All right, that'll do. You're cleared to come on back. That's what we need. We need actual welded rail car. We need cars that actually have real rails in them.
yeah.
Not like the gondolas that have I-beams to represent it. There's a lot. We just need, and we got bulkhead flats, but we just need regular plain flat cars. We don't have it. There's no. You'd think that's a basic car.
Yeah. Yeah, because you
About
need
3 cars.
put boxes on it.
Yeah, loaded tractors.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I can understand specialty stuff. Like turbine blades and 2 cars. 1 car, you're coming fast.
I'm at under 5.
Half car. Paint chips flying. You're connected. That'll do. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, just whoa. All right, how's this looking? Looks like they're all laced up. I'm not going to walk it. Let's see what happens here. All right, got partial. What's your train length?
6,654. 3.1 horsepower per
6,000.
ton.
6,654. Too long. So that's longer than the longest track. 201 is the longest track in the receiving yard. So that train goes to West Colton by just by a 1 car length. Good to go full open.
Yeah, good to go full open.
All right, you're full open. She's all yours.
We're just gonna AI this one then.
Yeah, AI it to West Colton. Just let it go off the map.
All right.
Whoa.
She's AI'd.
Nice. Let's see how Auto does with it. Well, that's a good chunk. And a lot of these.
Yeah, see you gotta.
The tank farm needs to be emptied.
If you look at the at Immigrant Gap, you got a ZLC to BR. That should turn north. It went out the
Yeah.
sunset. But that's your.
That's
your
routing.
symbol.
Yeah, that's routing.
I'm just saying you'll have to, update some of that routing too, because otherwise you'll have trains coming up the hill you don't need to have coming up there.
Hey, at least we don't have well, usually at Immigrant Gap is like big, massive cornfield meet with like. I think actually, if you do the very busy file when you first launch this one, it's bad. And right there, it gets very bad. I am going to kill that dog. That dog barked all night last night. So, true question: what kind of a car is a wood chip car?
It's a gondola.
Open hopper. That's what I would think. Oh, speaking of that. All right, let's see. Oh, right at the 2-hour mark. Perfect. Got that out of here. And of course, last view again. The new cars. Get on the ground. Argon. Refrigerated liquid argon. One from Praxair. IAPX. Speaking of open hoppers. Supposed to be for cottonseed, but I guess we can use it for anything with covers. One loaded. This is what you got the cover on it when it's loaded. No cover when it's empty. A GATX boxcar and a Ferromex boxcar. So this is what just came last week, along with the update and some things that they fixed in the well, there's some things that they fixed. I'm just not sure with the update. Like I said, I'm just kind of was a little disappointed that one of the gaps wasn't closed. Give me one gap. Just give me one gap. Close it. So start there. Just give me one. But anyway, so that's it for me this week. Next week, okay, so we kind of decided operating session on the SRS. So if you're new to Run8, have Run8, want to come play with a bunch of good people, join us on the SRS server on Saturday morning. Let's see, we got no holidays this week, do we?
Nope.
Okay, I think I got like 1 or 2 weeks. I think there's going to be a week I'm not going to be here because I got to go, like I said, at the end of July. So I'm still on vacation for this month. I've got, let's see, August 5th I have a meeting, and then we start August 11th is when I actually go back to work. Yeah, you too, man. Have a great week, Kung Fu. Thanks a lot. Thanks for hosting this server. Appreciate you. So, but anyway, but next week, yeah, SRS, come hang out, come play, join us in Discord. Let's have some fun. Ken will be there. He can explain their their registry if you have any questions about it. It's actually very easy to use. Of course, the matrix is up for, I have got it up for the AGS server. Matrix is very self-explanatory. I've tried to make it to where you can just look at, oh, this is what needs to be done. And the ordering system is if you run a local and mark it as completed, it flags us to let us know that we need to set up a train to come in, a supply train, and we only will drop a supply train in only if there are 3 locals that are done, and that's pretty much going to be on any server. So anyway, I will catch you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, like, subscribe, notify, all that good stuff, and have a good day.